provided this warm and nice place for us to stay warm. And thank you for Shochin, President of TCCNA, to arrange and hold these meetings. And my name is Rex. I'm the TCCNA Vice President. And today's flow, I think you guys has a handout. Today's flow, we will talk about the 2017-18 of TCCNA's some activities, fun activities for the past years, and then we will introduce our new board members. And after introducing the new board members, we'll talk about the major topic today, about the Taiwanese American Cultural Exchange Program, which we have a director, Rex, here for this program. And we have all the teachers, representatives here is going to do a brief introduction about this program and yourself. And then we will have this law to hand out checks to teachers, and thank you for your contributions for this program. And we will have some questions for you guys. And I know there's been a lot of discussion about the programs, the schedule, how to teach or do fun activities with all these kids, and we'd like to hear about these fun stories. And then after that, we will introduce 2018-2019 TCCO and the TCCNA, which are Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of North America and Oregon activities about 2018-2019, and welcomes you all to join fun activities, and then we'll go for lunch and lottery today.
Nice.
Yes. So we start about the first flow today. Introduce about talk about 2018, the past year activities we had at TCCO. So this is a karaoke we have it here in this place, exhibition place in early 2018. We have karaoke here. And yeah, this next. And there were some young members of TCCO. I think it is probably in the Shorten's house. And yeah, I think it will work. And yes, we have a Keijo and Keijo's top part. I think it is in early February had the hot pot.
That's great.
Bruce, you on every picture I see you are great.
Every picture, oh.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm missing some, but it's okay.
That's a nice food. Nice. And oh, this is a very important. I think that this also this talk about the culture and to talk about this program in the convention center. And I think the Rex is also there to meet a couple of teachers and let them. That's very important. Yeah. I don't know how to stop it. Yeah. But can I press?
I think so. It's going too fast.
Yeah, a little bit. And here I think that we have meetings. I think also teachers has a couple of meetings about discuss about the schedules and about the materials, so that we learn here. Yeah, a little bit fast.
Yeah, it was just kind of. But I'm sorry, guys. Okay, keep going.
If we go to next.
Okay, I'll just manually drag it. That's fine. Let's start again. 5, right?
And now it's fun.
Is it on?
So this is the TCCNA, North America's Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce meetings. They host it twice per year. The last one, the one, so it was in the previous one, it was in Hawaii. So there's 3 days activities there to talk about the fun business and what we can do for Taiwan and out of these commercial chambers. And this is another meeting. This is this actually this is not. I don't think it is the North America. This is a word. Yeah, Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce, the word. So also there's twice per year, and that time is in California, I think. And Shochin and Islo was there. And here just this is a born friends meeting, and in Beaverton. I think that day is this was birthday, right? That's your birthday?
Oh,
I think, yeah,
birthday.
we were in Beaverton.
Oh,
That's fun. I think we have around 40,
50,
uh,
50,
50 friends there, and together have a couple of tables, 4 or 5 tables. And and now we are in, okay. And this is where we go. Yeah, this is in California. This one is around 1,000 people. Around 1,000, right, in California, on the world. Yeah, in California, I think that's around 1,000. And this is our senior member, the village team from Boston. And yeah, this is Minnesota's birthday and regular gathering together, reunion. And this is the food festival hosted by Jenny.
Jenny
yeah.
in charge.
She's, yeah. And it is a Vancouver parade.
Oh, Vancouver parade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
This parade is every year.
Every year.
Okay. It's called the Hazelden Parade
Hazelden.
in Vancouver.
And Rose Parade, we also have some picture. I don't know whether get it.
Yeah, I think that it's
Rose
coming.
for this city. Oh yeah, this Rose after Rose Parade.
Oh, this is the Kaohsiung
Kaohsiung.
Deputy Mayor and the Education Bureau Directors coming
Yeah,
here.
mayor. Now you will meet, I don't know whether you will see the mayor this trip. The mayor, this is the current mayor.
Oh, the current mayor
Current
probably, when you're in Kaohsiung, you probably will meet them. Yeah. But I think that the Education
Education.
Bureau,
Bureau.
you will definitely will see.
Deputy.
And
Yeah, this is the
yeah,
deputy.
like coming to here, yeah.
You will see, this time you will see him, yeah. This is the deputy,副的。
Oh, okay,
他
okay.
现在
okay.
会变，他现在是局长。
哦，现在局长了。哦。
And this is
Oh,
a
oh yeah, Rose
Parade.
Parade, yeah, Rose Parade. Yeah, Rose Parade. All the background is the Kaohsiung, the group. Yeah, and in Seattle. Seattle also, where Seattle also the sister city with Kaohsiung. Seattle also.
Oh, yeah.
So they
yes.
also holding the party.
And this is North America this June in Arizona. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, Texas. And this is Senator Ted Cruz.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
this
the
the-
president there, TCCNA, and
Oh,
this time is American Conference West Coast.
West Coast, oh, West Coast. In Canada.
This is in Canada.
Vancouver BC.
Okay.
This also in the thing. Oh, those are very good. Mountain.
And here is
Oh, Europe. Okay.
Outpost.
The two, yeah, stop there. Stop this one, we can understand more.
This is so weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I never,
Yeah, this one.
yeah. I think it's fine. I think that is fine.
Yeah, two will come from Europe.
This is a newspaper in Taiwan talk about this program, this exchange program. So, okay, so it's that the newspaper talk about this culture, how many schools, how many teachers are going there, and so in Taiwan. So probably when you go to Taiwan, the airport, everyone will see you and I say hi. and stuff from 18, right? And here's picture we gathering here and we discuss. And this is a couple days ago in Seattle,
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Taiwan's birthday, and just gathering together. Oh, this is there too. And here was in a cruise we went, and
Oh,
yeah,
that's a big one.
yeah. So that's what we had in so far 2018, but still a couple months to go, and definitely there'll be more fun activities coming. And yeah. So next we introduce our board member. Unfortunately, they are traveling different country now, and Mr. Bob Shen, he is in Japan. Mrs. Linda Wu and Debbie Oh, yeah.
Out of town.
Yeah, they're out of town, so they are not here today, but we have 3 new board members. And the next, let me introduce our Taiwanese American Cultural Exchange Program, and we have Director Briggs here, and you are going to talk about this program. I'd like to talk about a little bit about this program, Taiwanese American Culture Exchange Program. So this program started around, I think, four years ago, 2015, and at that time we co-hosted with Friends for Taiwan together. So there were two already, and this is the third one and the biggest one so far. So we have two successful this kind of program, and this year will be the biggest. And it has been very difficult for us to find teachers and the time because it's around 2 months, right? So a lot of contribution in time and donations, but really Mrs. Lisa and Shouqin has been working very hard to make this continue and happen, and the government finally acknowledge and support this program too. So we do have a from Kaohsiung City, the government that support it, and but still we need to find the teachers and fundings to make this happen. And this year we're very lucky. Starting from end of last year, we start to think about this year's how to make this happen, and luckily we have Rix to really help and to organize this program. And so let me introduce Rix as a Taiwanese American Culture Exchange Program Director to talk about more about this program.
Thank you, Rex. Well, my name is Rix, it's R-I-X. I'm the project director for Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce in Oregon. First, I'd like to thank Shouqin for bringing me into this project. It's a very special project, and I appreciate you giving me the trust into doing this. When I started, I was just doing simple jobs, I think, but I felt the need that to do more, do a bigger job. I wanted to add my teaching skills, my creative skills, and also my team building skills. That's kind of why I'm here today. I wanted to create a structured plan and do something that will help grow this project for years to come. So there's more work to do, but I'd like to introduce some of the team members here. So here we have Ben.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ben Taylor. I'm very excited to be here and very happy to have this chance to represent myself and my culture and to go to Taiwan and help teach.
Awesome.
Thank you all very much.
And next we have Brian.
Hello. Yeah, Ryan. I'm also excited about this, and yeah, it'll be a good experience. So.
Thank you. And then we have Tori.
Hi, I'm Tori from Portland, and I am also excited, and thank you for the opportunity. We're getting ready, and we're just really excited, and we're going to do you proud.
Thank you. Thank you much. So we're missing a few other representatives, actually. Missing Eva. Eva's not here. She's in Nevada right now. I think she's from Portland, though. And then we have two other representatives from Poland, actually. That's from Europe. So that's going to be a special thing to mix in Europe and U.S. Sort of representatives in one place. So we'll see how that goes. I think that should be a good experience, and I look forward to building this experiences for these guys too. I think it's going to be special, and for the Taiwanese kids and community. So that's basically the gist of that. That's all the notes I have for this event. But if there's any questions pertaining to the project itself, I'm open for these kind of questions. But I'll just kind of leave this at. Okay,
Thank you, Rix. Let me add one more item. For this program this year, we have 8 schools total. So we have 7 teachers, right? 7.
We have 6 teachers.
6
so,
teachers.
We have 8 schools. So we've had to schedule. It kind of we have one school that has one day. We have 2 other schools that we're breaking up the weeks from. One teacher is like a Monday, Tuesday, then another school Wednesday, Thursday. So we have to be a little bit creative as to how we sort of schedule, a representative to each school.
yeah.
But I think we worked it out. We're using a rotational basis, so every school is going to see each teacher equally.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good plan that way.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So it's an 8 school and more than 1,000 students. Definitely, that's a lot. And starting from October 18 to early December.
Yeah, the 1st of December, or even the end of November.
Yeah. So yes, almost 2 months. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Thank you again.
Okay.
Thank you. And the next we have invite Lisa to. Yeah.
Oh, okay, get the
About
check
it and,
out,
a
okay.
chance to- So we have been, for this program, we have been supporting donation from government, from Lisa, from our board member, and from friends everywhere, from Europe, some friends, Taiwanese friends from Europe, and from East Coast who acknowledge this program and to support it. And then now we have a Lisa to hand out the first checks and yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, very, very appreciate, everybody, can support this program. And today, finally, we are going to go. Okay, so this check, come from the, our, okay, yeah, okay. And bookkeeper, and give us the check, it's the 300, for just a small, okay. So, first,
Yes.
yeah, would that come into?
Oh, hello, we're the very important part.
Oh, okay, good. And then, okay, then
Thank
another
you,
one
thank
is
you.
Brent, would you coming down, we are going to, you have to, you're so tall, I need to get the high here, okay? Okay, that's a check for you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and then this Terry, you guys are so tall, you get the high here, woo. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And then, okay,
That's fine.
okay, now let me pretend I'm taller. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just, had the best wish for this team, be success and also enjoy your portrait. Okay, yeah, thank
And then a
you.
picture from with Riggs too.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I did, oh, you didn't take a picture?
With the sorry, way up.
How about group
Yeah,
together?
in the group, all
yeah.
together. Oh, that, so be sure you got the check.
Should be good. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Good.
Good. All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, and then now, we want to get the whole, group picture before.
Well,
Good.
Not yet, okay.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Anyone have questions about this programming? Any questions? So, yeah, what's this program doing?
It's a good question. I'll just start by saying, when I took a look at this program, I think from Xiuqin we talked about what kids did last year, and they seem to have an excellent time there. But I guess it was a lot of maybe there wasn't a lesson plan in place, and from my experience, when I go into a classroom, I need a lesson plan of some type, just something to explain to the kids, just some kind of keep things on track, I think. So if things go off course and things, kids have fun with you, that's a great experience. But to relay some information to these guys as to what you do in the classroom, it was important for me to have something for them to fall back on, I suppose. Instead of just merely teaching English or saying, hey, you guys are going to just get in there, just teach English, the kids of Taiwan, they they get taught English. There's Chinese teachers. There's also foreigners that teach English too. But what I thought was an important element was to give them more of a cultural element to this. A lot of the books that they receive in Taiwan, they're very basic. They don't go into the cultural aspect of the U.S. And for our situation, we have a couple from Poland, and that would be a great experience to inject some cultural aspects to it. So that's kind of what I was trying to design. Something that was a little bit more culturally, where they could understand the culture, whether it be through storytelling or through, the game, maybe games that we learn as a kid when we're kids here in the States. The cartoons that we watched when we were little. They don't know these things, and so we want to bring some of those elements to them. And I think that's kind of an important step beyond just teaching English, because when they get older and they come here, maybe they might not know what Bugs Bunny is. So it's important to have that connection from when we were kids, pass that along to them. So that was kind of the key element that's kind of brought it up a notch, I think. And so that's kind of the development I'm trying to develop here, I guess.
Thanks.
So we will involve this problem. Not some basic questions. Yes. So how about the life in the Taiwan? What do you expect? Besides the teaching, do you have your free time, or what's your housing, the food arranged for that? Could you maybe give us some introduction?
Sure. Well, from what I've learned, we'll be in Kaohsiung, and I think we have a 4-bedroom and a full house, I guess. So that's where we'll be staying. I saw some pictures, but it'll be the first time when I get there, like everyone else. I'll see this for the first time. I've also lived in Taiwan too, so I kind of know what to expect a little bit. These guys won't, but no, I think from what I've seen, it looks great. I think we're gonna have a good experience there, and that's kind of what I've also tried to keep an eye out for. Just try to make sure that these amenities are going to work for us, and I think that's been it's been working so far. So we'll see.
How about the work schedule?
Work schedule. Okay. Work schedule. We have a Monday to Thursday schedule. Wednesday's a kind of a half day, but we have a Monday. Monday is sort of an introduction day. I've asked each teacher to prepare a little slideshow. Not today, but when we were there, to just talk about themselves, where they're from, and share some items for for back home, basically. This is to show the kids something that they can get to know the teacher a little bit more. Tuesday, it's going to be more of a storytelling, videos. It's geared more towards that, something a little bit more media oriented. Wednesdays is sort of our arts and crafts, plus it's a holiday day. So we have like Halloween, we'll do Halloween crafts. We'll do Independence Day, our Independence Day, just introduce something like this. So, and Thursday, we have to do a show towards the end of our program. So they want a big show, with all the schools coming together, parents and everything. So we need to practice something. So that's going to be our day to do that. And those are our 4 days right there. But all throughout, there's going to be English. There's going to be little bits of how we teach English, how we, there's going to be some vocabulary that we're going to share based on what we teach, what we are just talking about. So it's going to be, there will be English. So it's not totally different than what they're used to. It's going to be a little bit mixed. So that makes sense.
So each school have only 1 week, 2 weeks.
For example, they have like Ben will go to one school for 1 week and then the next week he will go to a different school. So they will have a new introduction, and they will see Ben for the first time. So by the end of 6 weeks, they will see all the teachers. So because I felt like if one teacher is in one school, they only know this one teacher. I'd have to plan a lot more for that one time. So I thought it's best just to have the kids see everybody, and by the end of it, you have a show. Everyone knows everyone. So that was kind of my how I schedule things. So that makes sense.
So you go to the one school, is one particular class or whole student? If you go to the school, one school, is for one particular class or for
Well, each day has about 5 classes maybe, and they will go to those 5 classes for that school. The next day, they will be at the same school and the same classes, but they will teach different things. So they have a lesson plan for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they'll say bye-bye, and then a new representative will come in, and they will do a little bit different, but same kind of idea. They'll have a different introduction, and so they always get a different impression of, and they'll meet every teacher.
So like in one school, the same group of the kids, they were able to learn from the 6 different teachers.
Yes,
The
correct.
same group of the kids.
Correct. So just to mix it up a bit.
Okay.
Because we have teachers from Poland. And,
Right. So
yeah.
Poland. So they will add a much different introduction. They come from a different place, obviously. So they'll have much more to talk about. The things that they'll show are from Poland, and so originally this project was Oregon, and maybe Washington, but this is a special case where we have 2 from Poland. So I think that's going to be a good thing, and that'll mix things in well and give kids just a different perspective on just foreigners in general, so they get a good idea.
So since you also have a lot of free time, right?
True.
Like weekend, the 3 days weekend.
That's true. Well, that's the easy part.
Yeah.
They're gonna have such a good time during the weekend. We want it's not only a one-way street where we're just giving the kids, our cultural sort of backgrounds, but they're gonna learn a lot about Taiwanese culture too. So that's gonna come this way, and then they're gonna travel to little spots in Taiwan, just getting a good impression about Taiwan. So I think it's a good two-way street here, and I think it's important to also recognize that too.
So anyway, so I'm gonna add it to this. So actually in Taiwan there are some association or some school district, they will do some out of school activity. Like we have sponsor from the Rotary in Kaohsiung, they will sponsor for 3-day trip in southern part of Taiwan, like Quentin. So that's more like another activity. And then the other activity, they're still planning right now. So they want to do more, have possibility of the communication, cultural exchange as much as possible when you are there. Okay, so then you guys know about this.
talking about 那个是福伦社的，高雄福伦社，他们要招待嘛，English yeah， 那个 Rotary okay Rotary 高雄，they're going to entertain you, all the teacher group, for 3-day vacation in Kenting. Oh, that's a big one. And I think my brother also was stand up. You remember my brother? Yeah, he also person also was stand up to entertain. Yeah.
And also I'm gonna add something I forgot.
Yeah. And
So anyway, the Taiwanese, some data associate group, they will do some sponsor too. So this is still ongoing plan. So you guys are gonna have this kind of activity, and we have some medical students will do an assistant co-working with you guys. So this is all in the plan too. So okay. Yeah.
I think they have common the most beautiful thing in Taiwan is not the scenery things, it's the people. They are very warmly and they are very friendly. Yeah. So I think you will be welcome in Taiwan. Yeah. And however, as I know, when we go out for fun, for travel, the most important thing is what? Is safety still.
Yes.
Yeah, still safety. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about this safety, you know, just look when you're crossing the street.
Moped. 50 mopeds coming across, yeah.
So in case something, the emergency happen, do you have any help or any insurance to cover for that?
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
The school, the education bureau, they have to provide some kind of
Yeah, they're
insurance.
providing insurance, so that should be pretty easy to get. But
Okay.
yeah, we're planning on insurance for it.
Yeah.
But you know, Taiwan. I found Taiwan to be a very safe
Yes.
country, so I don't worry so much.
traffic
But just in
sometimes.
case, you never know. Of course,
Never know.
wherever you go, it's always better safe than sorry. But,
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Any questions?
Any other questions? Anything?
How did you find the people from Poland?
Well, Xiaoqing, do you know where? Was it from the other Taiwanese chamber?
Headquarters.
Headquarter?
Yeah, headquarters get the student to join our group.
Oh, yeah, headquarter, yeah.
Yes, because we, when we are in that the headquarter meeting, you have come from the different, different area. So when our program they present, to the friend, they say, oh my, that's a big program. Can I join with you? Of course, she say, sure, we are welcome,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
We won't say no.
Yeah, of course, yeah. When the people get into our program, if they really understand what we are doing, they just so imagine how can we run such a big program. Even Kaohsiung, Educational Bureau, coming to meet with Xiuqing, and she was saying, oh, we want this program so badly, but we don't have that kind of the connection. So, you are doing this, please give Kaohsiung opportunity to do that. That was the time when we are in the meeting, in the Seattle, that sister city Kaohsiung, and with the Kaohsiung, they had, the meet together in Seattle. So then we are sit in the same table with this education bureau, So when they saw our program, this really very amazing. So they are very appreciative we can run in this program, and they hoping, if our program running good, they want to continue, not just only one shot there, They just have that kind of expect.
Just to touch up on that too, while I've been developing this program and along with Xiuqing mostly, it's we've had to create sort of a kind of a what's it called, like a back-end system. We're using Google Docs, we're using Google Drive, we're using Google Calendar. I think that's an integration that a lot of people have Gmail, so everything kind of is in one place. All of our lesson plans, all of our files, and everything like that are in one spot. So there's a technical element to all this too that has been created as well, just to make sense of everything, put everything together. So that kind of structure, things that we use this year, we're gonna just use it for next year, and then we can just build from that, and just all the crafts that we come up with they're going to be saved for next year, and we'll probably add to that too. So we're going to have a wealth of resources just in one spot. So that's all of it available to.
Yeah, that's so great. So I just wish this group so successful, and you also enjoy the cultural exchange with our Taiwan. The important is Taiwan people, their heart. You learn their heart, and also share your heart. So that's the most important. And then Kaohsiung also keep hoping. We don't only run the one shot there. They want to continue. They had that kind of expecting us to do. And besides, in Taiwan, we also have some relative, friend there. They also stand up when they hear about this program. They stand up like the the doctors, there's a group, this is a doctor group, I come from one of my family, member, coming out. So I really, appreciate everybody, and include Shochen, include. So we had this opportunity, to run this program. The best wish everybody, safe come home.
The government do start to support this, and actually, there's a from Kaohsiung Education Bureau, there was a teachers coming here. They kind of want to have this kind of program from Kaohsiung, but they aware, hey, you guys doing from outside, but they want to do from inside, but they don't have that resource because it's hard for them to find teachers from here to Taiwan. So I think that we provide a very great opportunity and a connection for them. That's one. And I know, Rix, we talked before, you are trying to make this more organized, systematic, and put the material together and all the curriculum for the futures, because we want to make these good things continues. And I cannot imagine how excited the kids they knowing about these programs coming. Me and my wife, I went back to Taiwan, a tiny island next to main Taiwan, where I grew up. And I went to the elementary schools. My wife spent only one day teach kids about American culture and how I get study abroad, all the beautiful, and how the house, like livelihood looks like, and all the culture different. And I have a Skype chat with my American colleague, and so we have video chat and let the kids understand about how the communication looks like and how we chat. And they all excited and want to act, and they line Facebook me asking and send a postcard to me. So that's where I grew up. So I understand and image how excited and the help for kids. And really thank you guys for the help and the contribution. And yeah, we hope this coming 2 months will be a very successful trip and program. Yeah. Thanks. Any more questions?
I have a question. What are the age of the kids that you're teaching? The age of the kids?
Well, I don't know yet, but we talked. I think it's 7 to 11. On the reason I remember that.
Yeah,
7
first
to 11.
grade to
Right. So that first grade to junior high level. So that's basically the age range.
Oh, interesting.
Any more? Okay. All right. Let's thank you for this, Rix and the teachers for